Get
go.
ready.
I'm about to go.
You always be ready.
Here we go, everybody. Yo, boxing fan, what it is, what it do. It's your boy Rob, Mr. LP, representing that 4-level boxing, like I always do. LP for life.
Yo.
Ikon Radio, RTU, respect the underground. Shout out to Justice, the mayor of the underground. I'm here with my boys, the great one,
yes,
and Guapo Damas. Yo, what's up, y'all?
One and only.
Yo,
yeah.
we going right
Phoenix's
into
own.
it. We going right into it. This
Let's
is going
roll.
to be
Let's
10
go.
minutes on a special day of
roll.
banter.
Let's roll.
You go right. Give me your best trilogy of all time. Go ahead.
Woo! Best trilogy.
If you ain't got it to get going already on it, I got one.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember the Vato's name.
All right, so here's my thing. I got a trilogy plus a little piece on top of that, though. So for me, I got to go with none other than Rafi Marquez and Izzy Vasquez. Now, they fought 4 times, but the 4th one really doesn't count because they were both shot, born, and done. I was actually blessed to be ringside for that particular fight, but again, that really doesn't count. But those 3 fights, unbelievable.
He came out swinging.
Epic battle.
He came out swinging, but I got him completely beat. I don't know if you got one, but if you don't got one, I got him beat already right now to start this thing. I got you beat.
I was gonna. Marquez had a triple with.
If either one of you guys say Mick Ward and friggin' Gotti, you guys ready to lose.
No, relax with that. I got him beat though. I do.
Yeah.
Marco Antonio Barrera.
Morales.
Yes.
Morales and Barrera.
Terrible.
And they did fight 3 times.
Yes,
You're absolutely right.
was. Yes.
Listen,
yes.
that every
That's
single
it.
fight lived up to it.
They were
the only
great fights.
like weird
Dogs, man,
part
they were
about
dogs,
only
man.
weird part about it for me was that like the one I thought that Barrero won, he actually
Right,
lost.
right.
The one I thought he lost, he actually like.
It's like the judges are like, why we gotta do him a favor? So they kind of
gotta do it, yeah.
Neither guy at that time, neither one at that time needed a favor at all, bro. Those guys were monsters. They both did it, bro. That's where I'm coming with it. I dare you to beat me because I don't think anybody's got anything better than me. And I'll give you a second pick at it if you want. Because where we at right now, I think that's only like 4 or 5 minutes of banter right now.
That's 2 minutes, my guy.
See,
We still got plenty of time for this
I X'd them out
episode.
already in 2 minutes, bro.
All right, go for
I
it.
keep
Great
going.
one.
I got
Go
a
ahead,
second
man.
one for you. If y'all don't got
Great
one, I
one.
got
Go
a
ahead,
second
man.
one for you.
Well, I mean, let's just circle back with regards to what we just mentioned and say, Gotti Ward. I mean, respectfully regarding them, I mean, that's honorable mention.
He just complained about if anybody goes
just said-
there, and then he goes there.
I just say that's an honorable mention, is what I just said, my guy. It's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Those guys did their thing, man. Respect. They're their poor man version of like the Morales Barrera. You know what I'm saying? But go right ahead, Guapo.
How many Chavez and De La Hoya fought? Twice.
That's
right.
For me, if I was to keep it real, I'm gonna keep it in the heavyweight division. It wasn't.
Hold on.
Wasn't as crazy
Yeah.
for some people, but for me, living through Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe was amazing.
Ah,
Both dudes brought it.
yeah.
And the first fight, Holyfield was still primed, and he was ready. That's the first time Evander Holyfield was ever dropped. Riddick Bowe got him. And then if you remember round 10, one of the greatest rounds boxing's ever had, right? Then you go into the second fight, Fan Man flies in. At that point, depending on who you talk
Insane.
to, Riddick Bowe saying he's about to catch his second win.
Insane.
Evander Holyfield saying he's about to knock him out. You'll never know because that shit paused it. But Holyfield did come through after that and pulled it out, came back. And then in the third...
That was about like a 10-minute pause in between the fight, too,
and then,
man.
but
That
then
shit was
listen,
crazy.
and then you have the third fight where Evander Holyfield actually knocks down Riddick Bowe. And this was an Evander Holyfield before the Tyson fights when people actually thought Evander Holyfield was done. They had him cooked at that point. He was done at that point, right?
Yeah.
And he still came through and dropped Riddick Bowe in that fight. He did lose by knockout in that fight too.
Yeah.
But man,
you
what
know
a
what's
fight.
beautiful though?
And
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Big Daddy went down hard, man.
so
I
for
thought
me-
it was the beginning of the end, and then Big Daddy shook it off, man.
For me, amazing trilogy. That was the trilogy for me at heavyweight.
That actually is pretty dope. And in modern era, let's go ahead and give a shout out to these cats. I'm not gonna say this is my pick, but I guess I have no choice. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I'm not a fan of Wilder.
If you stay in the heavyweights,
yeah, I'm
They
not.
went 3 times?
Yep, I'm not a fan of Wilder, but respect where it's due. 3 epic battles, and both men came with it. I mean, they're.
listen. If you want to stay modern, Mike Alvarado, Brandon Rios. Man, great trilogy, bro. That is actually one of the things that got me back into boxing, man. Guapo Damas went through a spell from the
Bam Bam Reels, not Bam. Bam Bam Reels. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon.
Me and Jerry were actually at the fight where Alvarado actually took the title from him, man. And we actually were having drinks and stuff with him at the MGM Grand. That was oh my goodness, what are we talking here?
2017, 16.
It was earlier.
Earlier, 15.
I'm gonna say like 12, 13 or something, bro.
Yeah.
It was a while back, bro. Way
Nah,
back.
I wasn't 13 because, like I just told you, that was one of the fights that brought me back. I wasn't back that early. I'm just keeping it real.
It was, man. It was because I'm. How about one of us look it up, man, real quick?
What's up, great one? Look that up. When was the Mike Alvarado Brandon Rios second fight? Because that's when Mike Alvarado took the title, right? That's what you said.
Hold on. Mike Alvarado.
Mike Alvarado versus Brandon Rios.
Mile High. Actually, we're gonna check right now too. Curiosity killed the cat, y'all.
Versus
After
who?
these messages,
Brandon Rios.
we'll be right.
No,
back.
we know, but the second fight.
Second fight.
Yes, that's Mike Alvarado won that. What year was that?
After these,
2013.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
he was right.
There we go. All right, thank you for checking. Great one.
March 30th.
We now have once that we can say Mr. LP was correct with his time lapse.
Don't be hating,
Yes.
bro. Don't be
Yes,
hating,
yes.
bro.
Yes. No, those were interesting
and
fights,
you know
bro.
what, just,
Alvarado and Rios went at it. All three fights were dope, bro.
Just
by
those
the
were
third
fun
fight,
fights.
by the third fight, Mike Alvarado was done.
Okay.
He had been in too many big fights.
Can I get an honorary?
Yeah, man, get in.
To piss off Mr. LP.
Oh, here
Piss
we
him
go.
off, bro.
What we gonna do?
Tyson and who?
Did Mike Tyson ever fight the triple?
No,
No.
he fought Lennox Lewis twice.
Twice.
Donovan
Holyfield.
Razor-Ruddock twice.
Whoop Razor Ruddock's ass twice, bro.
Who else? Who else did he take on? That's it.
That's it, as far as rematches.
What about De La Hoya? That's
De La
your
Hoya took
guy.
on Shane Mosley
De La Hoya ran
twice,
from Trinidad
Chavez
twice.
And then he fought Chavez twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
No. He didn't want none of Trinidad. Bro.
What
He didn't want
about,
the rematch.
Vargas?
That would have been the best.
He fought
That was
once
the
or
rematch
twice?
that I wanted that never happened.
Vargas?
No,
Didn't he
once.
fight?
Just
One
once.
time.
Just once.
Oh, you know who else actually fought 3 times? Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Ricardo Lopez and Rosendo Alvarez. Unfortunately, though, the first fight, epic, grand. The other two were not so much. And now I'm piggybacking off of that. Oh my God, I can't believe neither one of us said this. Little Hands of Stone, Michael Carvajal
Chiquita?
versus Chiquita Gonzalez.
I was about to say it, but this fool cut me
so
off.
3.
I'm sorry, man.
There was a
See how you
trilogy.
are? Be better.
The,
bro.
the
Be
first
better.
the first bout was fight of the
sons.
year. It was epic. It was off the chain, and you guys need to Google it. Oh my God, that shit was off the chain. Carvajal down twice in the fight, and I'm pretty sure if you guys are paying attention, if you guys have been watching our show, you know we probably said this about 5 times already. But come on, that's the hometown homeboy. But Carvajal down twice in the fight, shook it off, bounced back, and got the knockout and put him out. What an epic freaking fight! Fight of the year, only for Chiquita Gonzalez, the known knockout artist. He's a puncher. He came back and outboxed him twice. It wasn't actually a barn burner, not a thriller, but 2 elite fighters, and Carvajal got outboxed, man. Keep it at 100.
I don't care how you feel about the Silent Man, but Evander Holyfield and Ruiz had 3 great battles too. The fights were actually really good. Now, was Evander Holyfield a little bit past his time at that point? Yes. But that made it so that they were very, very entertaining fights.
Hey, okay, so that was another trilogy, but I'm not going to say he's going to put it up there and stuff, but respect.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
Respect to
as
the quiet
something
man.
that you can kind of remember.
Now, let me ask you
It made
guys
the
this.
fights
Respect to
really
the
good.
quiet
It made
man.
the fights really good.
I consider myself a boxing pedestrian. You guys are the boxing experts.
I love that, bro.
Yeah. Do you
I'm
guys?
not an expert. I'm a prophet.
a
visionary.
The
Whatever.
visionary.
Whatever, in his mind. So my question is to you boxing experts: does it, just like in wrestling or just like in where they have the Triple Crown, that means a little bit more, right? If you're in basketball, if you have the Triple Crown, you get an MVP like Jordan did or like LeBron did. You get a championship and then you get the scoring champ, right? All in 1 year, like Kobe did, right? It just puts you on another
Relax
echelon.
with all the names you're saying, but yes.
So, I don't know much about baseball, so I don't know. Maybe if you get a grand slam or a no hitter, it
I
puts
got you.
on.
The annual awards.
So what I'm saying, well, kind of, but these are like all time. It puts them on a different echelon, right?
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
if you do a triple fight, right? Does that put you, and you lived through 3 battles, does that put you on a different echelon in boxing?
Yes.
It would.
Yes.
Only,
Depending on who you're fighting.
only if it's an
Hold
epic
on.
battle.
Let me see. Go.
For me, it does because that's like transgenerational stuff, right? When they talk about, hey, they fought 3 times, and somebody will pop in with the story of what they saw with that trilogy. Because if you fought 3 times, it was entertaining enough for people to have to buy it 3 times.
Run it
right?
back.
So for me, the biggest example that I have of that is Smoking Joe Frazier and Ali. I wasn't alive during that time era. But everybody told me, oh, you don't understand. That series just kept getting better and better. And then I watched the first one, and that's about as perfect of a heavyweight fight that I had ever seen in my life to that moment, right? And I watched the second one, and the second one was good, but it wasn't what the first one was, right?
Yep.
But then you go to the Thriller in Manila, bro, and all of a sudden they're older, and oh my God, bro, how one of them didn't die in that fight is beyond me, bro. And they went 15, bro. If you would have judged it at 12, history tells it differently. Because Ali loses that fight.
Speaking of history regarding that fight, between round 14 and 15, right before Eddie Futch threw the towel in for Joe Frazier, Ali was arguing with Angelo Dundee about, I'm done. I can't go out again.
Go no more.
He's like, I'm done. He's like, no, you got one more round. You got this, champ. And he turned around like, oh, well, you good? You win.
Yeah.
They took this out to the freaking edge of freaking death.
That's that shit that they don't cut people out of.
And with that said, I'm surprised we didn't even mention that one. But I get it though.
Well, for me, I don't mention the fights that I did.
How many times did Ali and Frazier fight?
3.
3. So
that's the trilogy. That's what I'm saying.
Now, if we want to go even further back,
the third, it's crazy because the first one, like I said,
one's iconic.
Like I said, if you go to the first one was the fight of the century, right? That's what it was billed as. The first one in Madison Square Garden, Ali Frazier won. They were both undefeated, right?
Ali coming off of his suspension from draft dodging and being imprisoned.
That fight lived up to every inch of. That's the only fight that I can say.
Champion.
When I hear fight of the century, because I've heard it a couple times. That's the only fight I can think lived up to.
For another show, fights that lived up to the.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that's the beginning of the
WBC freaking fiasco.
But listen, what my point to that was that was the opening fight, right? And it lived up to all the building of the fight of the century, and it lived up to it. And then you have an anomaly like the Thriller in Manila that closed that. And at the Thriller in Manila, you went, wow, I witnessed the fight of the century, and then you went, wow, I witnessed something that I don't even know where it fits because it was so mythical, so different, so like I'm saying, it was surprising that both men didn't die.
And it was ahead of our time. I mean, I wasn't even alive and stuff. But again, going back further because I'm a boxing historian. I'm a boxing historian. So in the late 50s, 60s, you got a Mike Tyson. What do they call that? You know, when you go to college, where like I'm basically well, anyways, Floyd Patterson. Floyd Patterson took on Igor Johansson 3 times. He lost 2. And during that time, in that era, Floyd Patterson was like the man, youngest heavyweight champion, and he loses this big guy. And he gets his title back, and he loses to the big guy again. So I wasn't around during that time either, but that was obviously a trilogy that everybody had to run it back a couple of times to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran ran it back 3 times.
I want to hear your answer on that. So, does it put you on another echelon if you can live through 3 good battles with
listen, I'm telling you, that's a question. It's a great question, but it's got an answer, bro. Regardless of what our opinion would be, it adds you to it. I'm sorry for fight fans out there. I'm sorry if I'm dissing your dude too. Mickey Ward is historic only because he survived the trilogy. If you take the trilogy out of it, I'm going to ask you who Mickey Ward is, and you're going to go, ooh.
That's a very valid point.
The boxing heads would know. I mean, I don't know who he is, but they would not be making a movie about him.
No,
they would definitely not be making a movie.
And you wouldn't know him to what you know him either. It would be a different opinion of Mickey Ward saying 100%. To somebody else.
100%.
If that hadn't happened.
100%. That's a good breakdown and example. So that's a tough one. So the answer is yes and no, because how I break it down with a lot of things, though, it's like there's a lot of moving parts in regards to it, and a lot of factors that can come into play in regards to what the end factor or decision is going to be.
Yeah.
Whether you're making a deal, negotiating something,
Yeah.
people are going to be like, well, what kind of deal can I make? What kind of deal? Like, well, let me sit down and let's talk to you. Because you're not going to give everybody the same deal. You got to work it out.
And that's amazing, though. That's amazing that we
why-
were able to give everybody a little bit of banter within a little bit of talk of a trilogy. I hope they enjoyed their drive here on a special day that we're having, yo. We are closing out, Joe. Go ahead, great one. Give your final shout out as you speak to the camera, bro.
Go. You can finish off your point too on your shout out.
Okay, real quick. So the reason for my question is that to me, Marco Antonio Barrera is the man who stunned, physically stunned Floyd. Okay, he had a punch that I'll never forget. Floyd went back, and I'll never forget that. Now Floyd won that fight. Okay,
Which one?
against Barrera. Okay,
He didn't fight Barrera.
or yeah, who did the guy?
No, you're talking about Marquez.
Marquez. But the only reason I knew Marquez was because of the trilogy he was just coming off of.
With Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Okay, so that's why I was going. I would have never known about him unless he would have coming off that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, watching that big fight against Mayweather,
Yeah.
he was the man that physically he landed a good one on him. Mayweather went back, and it took him half a second to and then he gave a blueprint on how to beat Mayweather, but no one ever picked it up and
No,
ran with it.
to me, Castillo beat Mayweather. And Castillo,
Facts.
Mayweather won, he beat Mayweather.
So-
Mayweather won the second fight. It was close too,
But-
it was handled in a rematch.
But this is for the best city in the world. I'll always say it, the one and only great one. Coming to you from that big bad bird city. Signing off.
All right,
Great one
there we
out.
are from the top of the world. Let's go. 4luvofboxing, always exclusively in your house. Enjoy the banner.
Boxer fam, you know what it is. Thank you for tuning in. Stay blessed. Success and nothing less. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. Let your friends know what we do. Boxing, baby. That's what we do. We live, eat, sleep, shit this. 4luvofboxing, baby. Catch you at the next one. Stay blessed. Take care.
Let's go.